Hey everybody, my name is Kevin and welcome to Kev's Vibe of the Day. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of August. I'm happy to be here. I hope you're happy to be here. So let's get started with what the cards have to say and what the universe wants you to know. So start off with thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence. Thank you, spirit guides, ascended masters, all four corners of the universe, Father in the sky, Mother on the earth. Thank you for bringing this positive, upbeat message for everyone today. I'm open to listen and receive and to share your knowledge. So it is, and so shall it be. There we go. Okay. Hmm. Oh, wow. Yes. So this is a wonderful little message here. The angels are surrounding to encourage us all, myself included, to listen deeply. Sometimes I come across these cards that pop up, and I'm never really quite sure who the message is actually for. Um, it feels very personal for me to listen deeply, and what's coming up for me personally, which I'll share for you, is listening deeply and filtering out what I don't want, filtering out what no longer serves me, filtering out the kind of workplace that is not in alignment with what I'm wanting to do next. And this can also go to listen deeply to your intuition when you're facing a situation that perhaps may not line up with what you believe to be true. We live in a very contentious culture right now where we may not be sure who to follow, what to follow, and this seems to be an ongoing theme. It can become quite annoying, quite infuriating. When it becomes frustrating, annoying, and infuriating, you've really got a choice. Listen deeply to how you're responding and to how you're reacting and to what is coming up for you. Um, it can be that it's showing you anger, resentment, all those things that we so want to lash out. Is not really working, doesn't really serve you. Um, Oftentimes, in a practical sense, if somebody is like talking in their head and really talking at me, not making any sense, and I come across a lot of people that at the moment are in reaction mode. Something changed, something's different, so they're reacting to what they're hearing, what they're believing, what they're being told, and none of it's making any sense. So that creates an insecurity in some people. Um, they're not really sure. So listening deeply. The message of today is to listen deeply, not just listen to words, messages. Listen to your body, your physical body. Where are the aches and the pains? Where's the trapped energy? Where do you need to soften? Where do you need to loosen? Where do you need to let go? Where do you need to um, um, increase? So you're getting guidance and information through your powerful inner voice. We've got to be ready to listen to it. Um, if you can't listen to it, if you're a place where that's impossible or your head is filling up with the doubt, you're going to be blocking the information that you need to be paying attention to. There's another situation when the listen deeply comes up, it is reminding us that the message we're supposed to be listening to is being ignored. And if you ignore these messages, this inner guidance system, this higher knowledge of your own being and choosing, you'll find yourself off the path. So listen to whether or not you're in alignment with what you want, what you truly desire. If you know, you could be going along with the flow and not really buying into anything that you're doing. And it could be like, I've made a mistake, this is wrong. If you listen to it, eventually you're coming from a place of, is this decision out of fear because I'm getting what I want and I'm frightened of it? All kinds of things come up. So the angel spirit guides are encouraging you to just take a pause, meditate, get quiet, go for a drive somewhere, clear the space. Your expansion and growth is really up to you listening in to your higher self. If you've received some kind of awkward or challenging or difficult information recently, doesn't matter really where it comes from, and you're unsure whether to believe it or not, the card assures you that it's pivotal. You listening to your inner voice is pivotal to the unfolding of your freedom and your joy and your ability to listen to yourself on the much deeper level. You know, the little messages and whispers that our inner voice says is so quiet and subtle sometimes. It takes a commitment, a willingness, and an inner trust to hear it. And, you know, myself, sometimes that inner voice that's speaking can be very blunt and very honest. And I'm not necessarily saying it's our inner voice that's speaking, but when we want guidance and we need to listen, we can pop up on a complete stranger or someone that we know and we trust, either way, and they can deliver something to us that smacks, that's just so like, oh my goodness, I got it. I got the message. It's true, many of us don't like the truth of the inner voice, which is obviously why we refuse to listen to it. But that's what's blocking the inner guidance. That's what's blocking what's coming forward. So the truth in all of this is that the inner voice is always working for our favor. The divine love that works within everything, source energy, is all about love. It works for us in our favor. So if we've not been listening, then we may find ourselves on a very awkward course. We might find ourselves feeling, I don't know if I like being here, but I don't know how to get out. Before panic takes over, just listen. Just get quiet, get peaceful, turn off the reactions, turn off all the wild emotions, and just listen in. You'll find that your inner voice is always loving, always supportive. It's going to be direct. It's probably going to be quite honest, but it won't make us feel as confused as we are at the moment. Or it's designed not to make us feel low or feel worse. That's all ego. So invite them in, clear out all the old messages that you have been following that you shouldn't have been following, and then just use this higher guidance to move forward. And I'm hoping that's making sense and not confusing you even more. I'm trying to think whenever that showed up. It shows up when we have a desire to do something, when the inner voice tells us, you know what, this is the time to go on a budget. This is the time to not plan a trip. This is the time to look at friendships, look at connections. This is the time to evaluate our space in the world. This is the time to reevaluate whether or not the company we work for is serving our greater good. You know, the power we have within us is the only power we have. The now, the space we're in, is the only time and space we have. Oftentimes we give our power away to other people because we don't feel good enough. We don't feel we should. We don't feel we can. You know, confidence comes bit by bit, little by little, piece by piece. And your inner voice, the inner guidance, the listening deeply is about going on that journey of finding who is authentically you. At the core of who we are, without all of the things, without all of the masks, without all of the outfits, without all of the hair and the makeup and all these things that we put on to make ourselves look different, underneath all that, when you chip all that away, is the truth. So the challenge we have is listening to that truth. Now, I'm not saying I'm picking on people that have decided to look good or want nice clothes or want nice makeup. Not knocking on that. I'm just looking at listening to what's really truly important. There's desire, which is wonderful if it's for the highest good of you and everyone else, if it serves a greater purpose. Then there's the getting it, and along the way we have to sort of realign and readjust ourselves to take on this new way of being. You're ready for a job when someone says, yes, we're going to give you this job. Even if you went for the job where you were unsure whether or not you could do it, you were unsure whether or not you should have it, but you were going to do it anyway. Someone said, yeah, I'll take a chance on you. Off you go. Do what you can with it. And what about the jobs that have the big fancy titles? And someone says, well, go ahead, do what you can. But they don't give you a roadmap, or they don't give you any kind of vision. What this job is. What is this job? What should I do with this job? Well, you have the job. You make it your own. So that's where you have to listen, because no one's giving you instructions. Well, that's life. This is your life. Listen. Follow your intuition. Follow your inner guidance. If it helps, put down the things that you'd like to have happen. Put down the things you'd like to see happen, and then let that go. And see if your inner voice it will start leading you towards it. The ego is all about distraction. The clarity is where we end up going. Right, let's read from our book for today. Let's see, here we go. Value passion is what this book says. Value what ignites the flame within you. Value what inspires and interests you, what enrages you, what tickles and exhilarates you, what sparks the truth within you. Your strong feelings, what you love or hate, are not wrong. Your passions will lead you and guide you in all you want to do. From the tiniest idea to the grandest schemes, what makes your flame burn more brightly is the shining light from above, gently guiding the way. The universe and God will lead you, guide you, and tell you what to do. The message might come through a story somebody tells you, a place somebody mentions that they lived, or a problem someone's having trouble resolving that attracts your attention with a bit of extra force. A movie that sticks in your mind. A book you couldn't put down. Something you realize you hate. Something you find you love after all. An idea you find interesting. Something that makes you stop and think. Learn to tell how you react to what you see and hear. That's how you learn to listen to what the universe has to say. That place may be the next place you're going to on your path. The idea may be just what you're looking for to help you get unstuck. When you know what you're feeling deep inside, you'll know what you like. If you've grown cold and bored, you can come alive again. Feel whatever you need to feel, and you'll find the passion underneath it all. If you don't know when you feel sad and alone, you won't know when you feel good. Feel all the feelings that come your way. Each one has a lesson for you, and as you release that energy, you'll be releasing passion too. Value your passions. and the way they make you feel. Soon you'll find yourself knowing just what you want to do and when. Stay open. Keep your fire burning bright. When you recognize what inspires you, you'll be recognizing the light. When you recognize what inspires you, you will recognize the light. So, listening deeply, we're listening to what is it that is inspiring us, motivating us, moving us forward. That's where light is. If you find yourself bogged down or bored with any situation, people, places, all of the nonsense that may or may not be ticking you off, frustrating you, it isn't that we need to react to it, push up against it, but listen deeply to how is it affecting us? What does it have to do with what we're doing right now, this moment? And then what are we passionate about? You know, I myself, in the last 18 months, have heard a lot of things, been told a lot of things, reacted to some of them, not reacted to some of them. And I'm finding that the road we were going on of keeping ourselves safe and following whatever rules were in place at the time, that initially a lot of this was about control. You know, when we entered in the American market, when we entered into the restrictions that were placed upon us due to health issues, it's the best way I can put it. People complied in the beginning, but then the compliance interfered with the convenience. And I realized by watching and paying attention that the majority, or maybe the minority, I don't really know, weren't happy with being inconvenienced, weren't happy when what they wanted to do, they were told they couldn't do it anymore. And gradually, slowly but surely, things began to ease up, open up, change, relax. And folks, rather than moving forward cautiously, some still cautious, still saying, you know, we still have an issue out there, we've got to pay attention, but it isn't quite as scary as it was. We're learning more and more and more. Isn't that life, learning more and more and more? But some just went about their business not wanting to be inconvenienced, choosing exactly the way it was before, expecting what they got before, without really listening and saying, what you had before, was that really working? Was that really making you happy? Were you happy? Were you really truly following your bliss? I don't know. I'm not speaking for other people. And I enjoyed the time that I had to myself, going with what pleased me. What I appreciated mostly was the time I had to do the things that my soul was saying it wanted to do: meditate, read books, do this, come here every day, learn about the digital media, learn about, wow, okay, this is how we communicate now. I didn't know anything about Zoom when I started this. I didn't know anything about how to set up a camera, even build a studio inside a bedroom. Do nothing about that. My passion was to learn something new and something different, and to distract myself from the hubba lubba 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 of nonsense, because it made no sense. That's just my personal view and my personal take on it. What have I learned since, in the it's been about a year and a half. I have a much deeper connection with the soul, spirit, the purpose of being here, even though I haven't being around large groups of people like I was when I taught classes. I have a more intimate connection with folks who are in a smaller circle. Yet I can still have that same intimate connection with people in some social media settings. I have created a more intimate connection with people who I consult with, whose hair I do. I have a deeper appreciation for really what this life and this path and this journey is for me. I am a lot more open about sharing myself than I was before, more willing to be honest about this is what's working, this is what's not working. Whereas before it would just blurt out. Now I'm sitting more, listening more, being a little deeper with whatever communications I make. So there's a softness and a peace. And I'm hoping that's what you find when you listen deeply, because ultimately, I don't know anyone out there that doesn't want to be more joyful, more happy, feel more love, have more satisfaction, and be connected with their inner power and their inner passion. Right, let's meditate. Eyes down, palms up, breath on. Bring your feet flat to the floor. Connect the soles of your feet. Bring your mind to the soles of your feet. Integrate yourself to the space that you're in. And then just let the breath come in and come out. Find the tight spots in your body. And then just make a declaration of what this day is going to present for you. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a powerful day. It's going to be a day full of revelations. It's going to be a day full of faith and hope. It's going to be a day where something positive shifts from where it is right now. Allow whatever distractions you are experiencing, hearing, just to be where they are and how they are. Practice non-reaction. As you settle in to this meditation, quietening your breath, take a scan of your body and let your belly be soft, let your shoulders be soft, let your fingers be soft, your palms be soft. Allow all your joints the softness, release the tension. Open your third eye center, the area right between your eyebrows. Allow yourself to see any image. It could be color, could be circles of light, more than one. Be in the visualization of what you're seeing. Allow an opening in the crown of your head, shooting upward. Take the light of your heart and let it protrude upward, and not just inside your head, but extending out through the muscles and skin of your face, up through the crown of your head, into the source energy far above. Bring that light from source energy down through the crown of your head. Let it settle into your body. Become the bridge. You are the bridge. You are an extension of source energy. The vibration that you now experience is tuning into the vibration of the energy that created you, the Mother Earth where your feet are connected, provides a platform for your home. For the ground you walk along and travel along. The Mother Earth provides the places the platform for transporting you. And in this vast universe, your current environment, you are always tuned in to what is available for you to be creative. We are always connected to avenues, streams, airways, a large geometric gridwork of possibility, opportunity. Tune into the right frequency, the higher frequency. In this quiet, peaceful space. Allow this physical body to listen. Listen to the vibration of your inner ears. Listen and visualize the vibration of your third eye, your inner vision. Be open and allow whatever images you see, whatever messages you hear. Listen for the small, subtle whispers, the soft movement. Even the hush sounds of your breath, in and out, that rushing sound. Imagine you can hear the sound of the ocean with each wave piling onto the shore, making that soft roar followed by a hiss of the foam. Tune in to the softness. Tune into the relaxation of this particular moment in time. Let the softness and the love and the subtlety cradle your soul, cradle your spirit, nurture you. Your prayer for this day should be your prayer of gratitude, filled with gratitude. And you can declare something like, thank you for this amazing day. Thank you for this opportunity to sit and meditate. Thank you for bringing your energy around me and staying with me all day long. And thank you, Source Energy, angels, ascended masters, those of the higher realm. Thank you for blessing me with this wonderful day. Thank you for granting that all that is before me is for my highest good and the highest good of anything and everything I connect with. Thank you for supporting my dreams, my goals, my wishes, and placing them on my soul path. Thank you for vibrating and manifesting everything. Thank you for providing them wonderful food and nourishment for today. Thank you for inspiring me, motivating me, lifting my spirit higher and higher. And you may push pause at this point in the video and continue letting yourself become one with grace and gratitude, letting yourself become engulfed with the knowledge that you are the beauty of this universe, and the universe reflects it back to you with more beauty. When you feel complete, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Ponder what would make you happy today, what would bring you joy today. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say namaste. Thank you so much. I appreciate you listening, tuning in. I was reminded while I was delivering that meditation, my 15-month-old Great Dane was outside, as she usually does this time of the day, making all sorts of crazy noise. And I'm reminded, and I'm sharing this, Because at times when we try to meditate, try to get quiet and peaceful, there's all sorts of distractions around us. That in itself is a listening to your inner voice and letting all the other distractions just be as they are. It's normal and natural that when you're choosing to be peaceful and take a peaceful stance, that there's noise happening everywhere. The learning curve is to learn to just be with what is and what isn't and be okay with it all. I hope you have a great day. I hope you make it a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Lots of love. Bye.